Hello, Dumaguete.
Hello, Negros Oriental.
Hello, Sillimanians around the world.
This is Joshua Soldivillo.
And this is Ronelyn Vailoces-No.
You're watching
Silliman. Good evening, everyone. This is a magazine program that talks about different aspects of Silliman University.
A program initiated to discuss different matters concerning the campus by the sea. You are watching
#Silliman.
Hello there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Daghang salamat for joining another episode. And Ron, we send our warmest congratulations to all our graduates this year. Congratulations, no? Palakpakan natin.
For a job well done.
And of course, that goes as well to our proud parents, hardworking faculty and staff, and of course, administration. No? So, Ron, if there's like a wish or a message for our graduates na ibibigay mo, what will it be? Or life advice after college?
Be patient and stay grounded.
Gusto ko yung be patient, no? Because sometimes, right after college, we feel na, ay, okay, this is it, no? But sometimes, may waiting time pa for you really to finally find your spot, kumbaga, in the career that you want to pursue. But at this stage, Ron, in the university, we are in a state na tinatawag nating liminal, no? Meaning, one chapter is closed already, but at the same time, we look forward to forging new paths, new beginnings, and that's why we invited tonight, Ron, some students who are also about to embark a new journey. But before we let them go, let's ask also about their experiences here in the university. So Ron, please introduce our guests for tonight.
And thank you for that, Josh. And our first guest for tonight is a fresh graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, Magna Cum Laude, with a scholarship of Esther Takahara. And she was also a university honor with scholarship key and best in final student teaching demo, best in classroom-based research. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Niña Marie Boncales.
Ooh. Welcome, Niña.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we're glad that you're here. And our second guest is a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, cum laude, with a scholarship Bob and Metta Silliman Scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dainelle Tinambacan.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really honored to be here in front of you. Thank you.
So,
First, First and foremost, guys, congratulations, no? Congratulations. I can still vividly recall yung feeling natin, Ron, when we ourselves freshly graduated, no? I'm sure there's a lot of things going on in your mind, you know, happy moments, celebration with family. And let's begin with that. Is there anyone who'd like you guys to acknowledge or give a special shout out to?
Or thanks.
Or say thank you to? This is your chance. Let's start with Niña.
For me, I'm really very overwhelmed with gratitude to my family for supporting me with everything that I pursue ever since I was a kid. And I really want to give my thanks to the sponsors and donors of my scholarship, the Esther Takahara Scholarship, because this is really the main reason that I was able to pursue academic growth here in Silliman, and I'm really, really so grateful for that. And aside from that, I'd like to thank the friends and people I've met along the way who made my experience in Silliman special.
Thank you, Mitz.
I really wanted to offer this success of mine to my parents, of course, because they have sacrificed a lot during my college, and also to my scholarship, to my sponsor, the Bob and Metta Silliman Scholarship. I'm really thankful, and my heart is flowing with gratitude, because without this scholarship, I wouldn't be able to be here or to be able to graduate with honors, with Latin honors.
Yeah, speaking of that Latin honor, Josh, no, how did you feel, or how does it feel to be given this distinction, you know, to receive cum laude and magna cum laude awards from Silliman University? Dainelle.
At first, I really felt pressured with that title because the next step of this journey is board exam.
Yes.
And it has always been in my mind na I had to be I had to pass the board exam or right away because I am a cum laude graduate. So that's has been rolling on my mind. But right now, I am really thankful and I'm really grateful for that honor given to me because all the sacrifices that I have exerted during my academic journey was all worth it.
It all have been paid off, right?
Yes.
Now, Niña.
For me, ma'am, when I first found out that I was magna cum laude, the first thing that I did was I called my mom and I said, Ma'am, magna cum laude ko. So for me, that was it. That was the reason why I knew that I had to be a Latin honor. It's not really a goal, but it would be better if I receive it.
Yeah.
So when I got that award, I really called my mom and said, Mom, magna cum laude ko. So because it's something na I want to dedicate to her because she's been working very hard and she made so many sacrifices in order for me to be here, to support me being here. So yeah, I was happy, but now that the graduation is over, I feel pressured, the same with Dainelle.
Because both courses, Ron, the next step is the board exam.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Right, but of course, for sure, no, we are claiming it that you will ace and top the boards and pass the boards. That's for sure. But
more pressure on them.
no, that's manifesting.
Yes.
That's words of prayer and affirmation for you guys. But before we go further with your plans, no, for the future, let's walk the memory lane and guys, take us back to the moment that your first step here in Silliman. No, can you still recall that moment being here in Silliman? What did you feel and what was on your mind?
Or why did you choose Silliman
And
in the
why
first
did you
place?
were so interested and so passionate to be in the university, Dan?
Actually, back when I was a kindergarten, I got
Gusto ko
also
to kindergarten talaga yung memory lane. Okay.
I got
Si Niña, actually, when I was a fetus.
I got a scholarship also from Silliman. I don't know if the program or extension program is still existing right now, but they have like programs gani sa kindergarten. I don't know I don't know if it's still existing right now, but they have extension program.
Okay.
So back when I was a kinder, that's the first time that I received a scholarship
Grabe yung
from
recollection
Silliman.
niya, no? Okay.
And then, of course, elementary, high school, and then now college. Of course, pandemic came in, so 2 years may nag-online class. And then during third year, that's the first time I stepped into Silliman. And at first, I really thought I couldn't find friends. I was so anxious because taga-probinsya, taga-Shaton, and then mo transition back in the city.
Yeah.
So it was really a struggle for me at first. Kaya wala ako'y friends. Sa batch na mo sa senior high school, I was the only one who applied civil engineering in Silliman University. So I don't have someone to call, like, what's our assignment or project. So I was really anxious kay I was aiming for something like I wanted to be an honor student. So in order for that to achieve, I need to makipaghalubilo gani.
Yeah,
So
support
that,
system
yeah,
also,
support
no?
system. That's very, very important. And then now, I didn't expect that I would find friends, good friends na I can lean on, and then they could be one of my support system. So the reason I chose Silliman University, it's because of a certain person in Shaton Pod. I was really inspired by him. His name is Mr. Kendrick Kitane. He also graduated actually education, and he was also a fellow scholar before.
Okay.
And he was the first person I asked about a scholarship. And then he recommended to me na, oh, you just have to go to their page.
Yeah.
And then mag-atang ra ka sa mga post nila. And then that's what I did first.
Yeah, shout out to Kendrick, no? Kendrick is about to finish his PhD na. O, di ba? Okay, shout out. Hi, Ken, if you're watching. So that's your story, no? All right. So it was parang referral ba yun? Word of mouth, di ba? You discovered Silliman. And then you guys were third year na when you came here in Silliman.
Yes.
So how was that experience, Nin? Na third year ka na napunta sa Silliman and, okay, Because I believe you also graduated from BAIS, no, for your senior high school program. So how was it?
I can still vividly remember, sir, the first time I really stepped into Silliman. It was for me to get my ID.
Sige nga, saan gate ka pumasok?
Gate sa church.
Okay.
Okay, then I was nervous because I thought, hala, what if dili ko pasudlon? Because
Na third year na sila, but it was their first time to be in Silliman. Okay, yeah.
So I just walked inside the gate and I was praying, Metta, dili ko tagon sa guard. Thankfully, he did not. So I went to the Occidental Hall and...
Oriental Hall.
At that time, sir, it was in the Occidental
Occidental.
Hall. And
Okay.
it's where they distributed the ID. So I just really felt grateful because I thought, Lord, I used to pray for this, but right now it's happening, it's real. So I'm just praying that I won't be able to take this for granted. So the reason really why I chose Silliman is because I've had so many people in my life who have been in Silliman, and they have inspired me to be who I am today, and I really want to experience the growth that they've experienced. Especially, I have a teacher during senior high. She really was a very good teacher who inspired me even to pursue education. So that's why I wanted to be in Silliman. So when I first came into Silliman, I first akong tunog, I really was just grateful because I can't believe
Left
it's
or
happening.
right? Left or right? Okay. But that's so amazing, no? That's amazing that you really had this inspiration from teachers, and congratulations. I'm just so proud of you.
You know, and it's really fascinating to think about now, as young as they were, they really have a goal and they really know what they want. Now, speaking of, you really want to graduate with honors. Now, how does it affect your academic, some of your Silliman life, like other aspects except the academics, the extracurricular, your love life, your relationship with your parents? Did it affect in some way, in one way or another? Yes, Dainelle.
For me, no naman. Actually, I had a boyfriend and he's with me right now.
Ay, gusto ko yun. Shout out to boyfriend.
She needs support system.
Siguro
Yeah.
yun yung secret, kaya hindi ako masyadong na-honor.
Yes, tell us about
but yeah.
it, Dainelle.
So, I balance my time well.
Yeah.
And it has always been my goal, mangyod, na to achieve more gani because I have my parents nga. Like, thinking about their sacrifices, it made me push even more. Like, I wanted to be like this, ana. And the reason why I chose civil engineering, good, because I wanted to build a house for them.
Oh, how many stories niya siya? Kailan ko na si Dan. Okay. So going back to that, Dan, you want to build a home for your parents, no? And right now, what's in your mind? I'm just curious, what's in your mind right now? Your plans for that? Do you have a timeline or ano ba? Because that's so interesting, Ron, no? Na I want to build a home for my family.
I grew up manggod nga, separate akong parents. So, I wasn't used to nga, naa silang duha sa balay. And then growing up, I had to live with my papa. And then my other sister has to live with my mama. So that was our setup for the past years. So I wanted to build a home yun nila because ganun magkauban sa one house. That's my main goal yun. So in my mind, I said, I need to do something. And the first thing I think is to enroll in a school where more opportunities will come. So that's why I really wanted to enroll in Silliman University yun. So the first step I did is to apply for a scholarship. The first time I applied for a scholarship was 6 years ago. That's me after graduating junior high school. So when I enrolled for that, right after graduating junior high school, I applied for a scholarship. I processed all the documents, and then I had a face-to-face interview because that's before pandemic pa.
Yeah.
So I was really assuming that I will be accepted for that scholarship. But days came in, ate I called me nga, I didn't qualify. So that's my first heartbreak. So in my mind, hala, dili na ko kapag magbalay sa mga parents. Kay, my first goal yun ato kay is to come to Silliman so that many opportunities will come.
But you did not stop. You still reapplied for college scholarship.
I did reapply for scholarship again. So after graduating senior high school, that's pandemic already since I got high grades pod. I reapplied for the scholarship and that's the time I was accepted.
Wow.
But there's a lot of twist with that.
Yeah.
When I reapplied, ate I called me. There's a good news and there's a bad news. Then she said, "What unsay mong ganahan madunggan?" And then I immediately said, "Of course the good news." She said, "You got accepted to a scholarship." And then I said, "Yes." Ginawa na ko gamay. But the bad news is there's no slot anymore for civil engineering.
Oh my God.
The slot available is for accountancy. And then, I also applied for civil engineering sa different university. And the results came in, they said, I got accepted for civil engineering. And that's also the time when Ate I called me, I got qualified for a scholarship, but it's not civil engineering, but for accountancy. So, it's a dilemma for me which one to choose, whether accountancy or civil engineering, which was really close to my heart. But I don't know what happened that time, but I really chose accountancy. I said, sige ra ate I will choose accountancy para makaeskwela jud kog Silliman.
Wow.
That's what happened during that time. And then, naend na ang call. Then after minutes of it, ate I called again. And then, kung lang ano ba nini tawag ate ay di po daw ni nasayop siya ingon nga nadawat kog scholarship. Anxious kaayo ko ato nga time. And then she said, Dainelle, para gid ni sa imuha palangga gud ka sa Ginoo because na day one student nga ni decline.
Sa civil engineering.
Yeah, sa civil engineering, and that slot was given to me.
That's nice. So,
Thank
really,
you,
no?
Lord.
I mean, there's always this good redirections,
Yes.
kumbaga, no? How about you, Nins? What are also your stories in getting your scholarship here in Silliman?
For me, sir, it was really a roller coaster ride because
Di
it
po ta
was
mabuyod.
it was during the pandemic, so the application process everything was online. So I had to submit the documents, the required documents online. I had to do the video interview. I had to tape myself answering questions. Everything was online. And then I think I had to wait for a month. I didn't recall. I think it was almost a month that I had to wait for the response. And then after a month, it's almost enrollment. Only 1 week left for the enrollment, and I did not hear anything. So, dito nakuyawan ako. Kaya mahapit na mahuman ng
Like no response at all.
No response at all. But at that time, the struggle was I had no phone. So, I had to borrow my mom's phone in order to communicate through email. So, I was really nervous because nagpa-enroll na ang uban akong kaila, but ako wala pa. And I really wanted to be here almost to the point na, Lord, butaan ko na ningkamot kong tuhon, yung ano din mo na.
Inaway si Lord.
Yaway na lang.
Sorry ka na ba kay Lord?
Sorry, Lord. And then after that, after I cried, I emailed the SAC. I emailed them to follow up for my application. And that's the time that they replied, where were you? We've been trying to contact you. Ako na yung sala. We've been trying to contact you because you're nakadawat kag scholarship. So, then at that time, nalimot na ko sa akong reply, but their response was, since we did not receive any communication from you, I'm not sure if para pa ba ninyo nga scholarship. So,
Inaway na naman si Lord.
yan na po. So, at that time, I had to choose 3 manggod courses. So 3 priority courses. The first one was education. The second was social work. So when I heard the news na basig dili ko madawat sa first na ko nga priority, so nihangyo ko nga, is there a possibility nga basig sa second priority course na ko madawat ko? And so the response was, we'll see what we can do, stay hopeful. So at that time, nabanaw akong hope because I did ko ganaon ta mag-education because my mother is a teacher, and being the eldest, ako gyud sigig suguon, ako gyud assistant nga patabang og gamani, patabang og encode ani,
Or
so
check.
yeah, so kanang I'm a witness to how tiring it is to be a teacher.
Pero blessed po with Teacher's Day. Dami
Yeah.
kayang cake. Chocolates.
So I really thought na dili ko mag-teacher kay kapoy. But I chose education as my first priority because I thought dili ko daling makasulod. So practical, dili ko daling makasulod og scholarship. So when wala ko nadawat, when I heard na basig di ko madawat, when I requested nga basig pwede sa akong second priority, I stayed hopeful. Sige, basig mo guni because social work is really my first dream at that time. Sige ko nga, basig mo guni, Lord, you're making a way for me nga mag-social work. But the response was, ay, nadawat today ka sa education. So, I was happy nga I have a scholarship, but it was also, oh my God, mag-education jud ko. So, when the classes started, I think it was really God's plan kay I think Thursday, then pagka Friday ana kay end na sa enrollment.
Yeah.
Thursday ko nakadat og reply na
Yes.
nadawat day ko sa education. Then there's a announcement posted that the enrollment was extended for next week. So iko nga, Lord, thank you. Imo gud din ning gihatag na ako. Nga drama ra day ko, Lord. So
Sinisi pa kita.
nang winter pa ko, Lord, sorry. So, at that time, it was the pandemic when the classes started. So, there were really a lot of days when I thought, I can hear my classmates saying, I really love being a teacher. I really wanted to be a teacher. Then, I would just be silent at home. I'm not sure if I want to be a teacher, but I'm really grateful that I have the scholarship and I just really want to learn. And it's not that I hate education, it's just that murag na discourage ko at that time. But later on, as I went through my course, I learned to love education. I learned to understand na, so this is why my mother chose to be a teacher. Because it's tiring, but it's also very worth it. It's also very
Rewarding.
It's very rewarding, yes, ma'am. Especially during our internship time. So that was really the time na tested me. So online, it was more on online classes, memorizing theories, etc. Then during the 4th year, we had to apply all that theory. So as a scholar, whole throughout that 4 years, I was really just praying na, Lord, makapasar gud ko, Lord, para di mawala akong scholarship. And the Lord really sustained me nga nakaabot yung 4th year. So during my internship days, that was really the time na I was immersed into teaching. More 24/7, I was thinking about teaching, unsa ko itudlo.
Wala siya natulog.
24/7.
There were some days, sir, na wala
Okay,
na
some days.
Some days
Some
siya
days.
ulit-ulit.
Yeah, so you had a very wonderful narrative, no,
Yeah.
guys? And we want to hear more about that. But we're just going to pause for a short break. But when we come back, let's also ask some tips from them, no, how to ace the interview, mga ganun. For sure, a lot of you guys are interested also to be here in Silliman and to have a scholarship.
Yeah.
Guys, please stay with us. #Silliman. We'll be back. Hey there everyone, welcome back. You're still watching #Silliman. And now we are still with our guests, no? Mga Latin honors lang naman ron. Magna cum laude.
And cum laude.
Cum laude, no? Congratulations once again. Now, I'm sure guys, there are a lot of interested applicants right now who are waiting for the portal to be open, mag-email sila. What are your tips for them, no? Like, meron bang mga siguro techniques na para mag-stand out because there are a lot of applicants ron. So, do you have any advice and tips for them?
For me, sir, I think the most important really is you have to be prepared. So it's not a on the spot nga mo-apply ka, that's your preparation day one. Your preparation, it has to be before pa ka mo apply. You're already preparing for it. It might be, in my case, what I did was during senior high, I really did my best na I had high grades, I joined extracurricular activities, not just for the requirement, but also to really improve myself, to really...
What's the name of your scholarship again?
Esther J. Takahara, sir.
Takahara. What's the coverage of your scholarship?
It covers my tuition and my miscellaneous fees, sir.
Wow. So parang wala ka talagang babayaran, no? And then, in return of your scholarship, do you need to render some services or hours in the university?
Yes, sir. I have to render 80 hours per semester of service to the university.
Okay. And where did you, stay as a student assistant? Saan ba yun?
I'm assigned at the office of the VPAA.
Ay, VPAA. Ayan. Si Dan. How about you, Dan?
My scholarship is Bob and Metta Silliman scholarship, and then I had to work or I had to offer my service to the university at least 100 hours per semester, but that is with wage. So that 100 hours has a wage.
So convertible times certain number of pesos.
Yes.
Ay, bongga. Oo.
And yours too?
Hindi. Kasi full siya eh. Oo. So, and where did you work as an SA?
I work at the business and finance, specifically for the purchasing office.
Ay, purchasing.
So shout out Mamors.
Hi, Mors. Okay. So, I'm curious, Ron, siguro because most of the applicants will say, ay, so mag-working student pa ako. What are the perks of being a working student or like a student assistant in a university? Ano yung mga benefits na, of course, it's a requirement. They have to render services. But do you also learn from your experiences?
In my case, I learned for the purchasing monko, sir. So most of the time, I work with the POs for the receipts, like that. Although it's not really close to my course, which is civil engineering. But at the same time, I learned na nga, kaninga price, tubo, o pila ni siya presyo. So really tragapon siya actually to my course. So another thing nga you can benefit working as a student assistant is you get to have connections, gani, sir. So in times na you decided to proceed with that specific job, then you can apply to that.
Yes.
You can also apply to their offices po. Especially now nga nag-need og assistant si Mamors, then you can apply to them like that. And then another thing is that daghang snacks.
Okay. Very important yun.
True,
Priority.
Ganon din naman ako ng SA.
Daghang yung snacks.
Hindi ako student assistant, snack assistant. Oo. Yeah, and of course, you learn also parang how it is to be like a really a professional or like in a working environment. No? How about you, Niña?
For me, I was assigned at the VPAA office, so I have to be very proper with...
Gusto ko yung proper.
I have to be proper with my attire, like no shorts, no slippers.
Correct.
And so I really learned a lot because as a student assistant there, I'm in charge of doing the filing for the documents, and then aside from that, I have to deliver letters. So one perk of that is malaag nimo ang Silliman. So nalaag na ako abot sa agriculture, nagdala og letters. So ana siya, as a especially during my third year na bago kong kaabot sa Silliman, that was really an experience for me na nasuroy gud na ako ang campus because I was delivering letters, communications. Aside from that, yes, the food. So daghan jung food sa BPAA office. especially because si Ma'am Lorna, Ma'am Semper, and Ma'am Mary, they're very, very kind, very, very accommodating. And
Shout out to them, Ma'am Lorna,
hi,
Ma'am
Ma'am
Mary,
Lorna,
Ma'am
Ma'am
Semper.
Semper, Ma'am Mary. So, they would really guide me nga kani siya buhaton ni Nana. So, they're not kanang, I thought, because VPAA, I thought stricta in Nana, but they're really so warm and so kind. And they would even cheer for me or support me in everything that I do. So, in my time doing my service in the VPAA, I learned about the system in Silliman, like the departments, the units, and I appreciate, dito na appreciate na ako how things work in Silliman. So, yeah, it was very eye-opening for me.
Thank you very much, Niña and Dane, for sharing your stories. Now, we are done with, recalling the past. Now, let's talk about the future plans. Now that you have graduated already, what are your future plans? Dane?
So my first step, of course, is to ace the board exam. I had to prepare for 6 months. And then right after, I had to take the board exam. Hopefully, I could pass the exam. And then, of course, right after, I had to work because I need to sustain the needs for myself, for my family. Because actually, I was the first, aside from my father, who is a college graduate, I was the only child who had graduated. So my ate wasn't able to pursue education. So I was the, kumbaga, I think I am the last card of the family. So,
Are you the bunso?
yes, I am the punso. So, although it's not bad to be the last card of the family because I really wanted for them to experience the good things in life. So I needed to juggle more. I needed to work right after passing the board exam so that I could give them the good things in life. And of course, for them to be able to have a good house.
Okay. Where do you plan to work? Do you have
Good house
prospects?
talaga.
I think I would apply first the PWH, and if not, I could venture out to the city, like Cebu first.
Okay.
That's
Dane.
good.
Niña?
The first plan is really to pass the
Of
licensure
course.
exam for teachers. So that's what I'm focusing on right now, preparing for my board exam. So I'm planning to take the LAT on September. So karon pa lang paspasanay na og review, and hopefully, I really hope so na makapasar. And then after that, immediately I would look for job opportunities. Hopefully here in Silliman. So that's the main goal at the moment.
Okay.
Wow, amazing. Guys, we are running out of time and ang dami pa naming tanong for you.
Actually.
But in conclusion, recently you had your seniors day, right? And it's also a walk in the memory lane from loose auditorium to your slippers. But it's like your last walk in the university and you had a lot of ceremonies, wonderful ceremonies.
As
I'm
a student.
Yes,
Last walk as a student.
Yes, of course. And you had parang, I'm sure a lot of memories got stirred up in your mind.
Yeah.
Na, oh my God, we were here online and now we're graduating. What is the contribution of Silliman education to you as a person right now? Parang, what is that piece in you na, okay, this is a Sillimanian, a Sillimanian part of me, and I'll be bringing this forever with me. What is that?
For me, is you have to be faithful, good. Because looking back to the struggles that I had, especially whenever some person would tell my parents why and how. So ngano and giunsa ninyo pagpa-eskwela inyong anak sa Silliman nga wala man may kwarta, pobre man mo. But with Silliman, I learned how to be faithful. Na despite all those struggles with you having faith in God, that's what Silliman teaches us. You can conquer everything.
Amen.
Yeah. Goosebumps. Okay.
That's really something I learned here in Silliman Gyud. And I am really grateful na I had to, I was able to grow my faith in Him. Aside from all the achievements, the honors, the Latin honors, like cum laude and etc., that's something na ganahan ko ma-share pod sa uban. Now, when you step into Silliman, dili ra opportunities mo came nimo, but your relationship with the Lord or your faith with Him, mo strengthen siya, actually. So that's something I really wanted to be thankful of to Silliman.
That's so wonderful.
Thank you for sharing that.
Ako parang naiyak. I need a tissue also. Sige.
Niña, kita
About
na
you,
lang.
Nin?
Wala pa nila.
The Silliman experience shaped me to be someone braver because in my course, I'm the only one nga nag-major of social studies. So I had struggled finding friends at first. I struggled thinking, makaya ba na ko ni one-on-one classes? So if wala ko, wala klase, wala estudyante. So things like that. So I learned to be brave because wala laing mulihok for me, but ako ra gyud. So that's what I learned in Silliman na I have to chase the opportunities myself. I have to look for opportunities myself, and ako mismo, I have to take action in order for me to grow. And I'm really grateful na that's what I experienced here in Silliman. Aside from my academic growth, I also developed my leadership skills by joining extracurricular activities, and my faith with God, it really strengthened my faith with God being here, joining events like UCLAM or being a Galilean fellowship. So all throughout my journey in Silliman, although ako ra usa sa akong major, I never felt alone because I really felt like God is with me. Because all throughout 4 years, my prayer is that, Lord, please sustain me nga makagraduate. Lord, please, I hope na I won't take this for granted. Kaya mo ning gihatag na ako, please, tabangi ko nga, dili na ako sayangan. And that's what He really did. He sustained me whole throughout my stay in Silliman. And I've grown a lot, not just sa what I've learned from my teachers, but from my friends along the way na I've met, and from the random people I've met here in Silliman with their unique stories.
Now, you can really do anything through Christ that strengthens us, no? Thank you for sharing your
Thank you very much,
stories.
Niña and Dan, and we just wish you all the best. And we are pretty confident that you will be, successful. You will make it. You'll be in places. You are really going to make your dreams come true.
And you're going to inspire a lot of young dreamers.
Yeah.
And speaking of inspiration, now, can you give us or the audience who are now listening or watching us pieces of advice?
Because, I mean, that 4-year journey in Silliman for college, it's quite a battle that you have to be, So, last words or like final message to who also have dreams. No?
Especially we have senior high school graduates who wanted to come here at Silliman. Yes, Dane.
Okay, so this message is especially for those students like me nga financially incapable. It's okay to be a parent on your own. Because in my case, I had to be an adult even though I'm young. I had to find solutions to my own problems because if I tell my parents about those problems, ma-worry ra sila. So my advice for those students like me, it's okay ra gyud to be a parent on your own at the moment. And then your personal struggle must not hinder your dreams. Dream as big as you can because when the time is right, all the opportunities will line up on you ra gyud. So one last piece of advice for them, I think that would be to be courageous enough. Be courageous enough to face those problems that you have faced because sooner or later, those problems will help you grow as a person good.
Yeah.
Look at me now. I started applying a scholarship way back 6 years ago. I failed to get one, reapplied again, and then I received a 100% free tuition fee. And then now I graduated as cum laude.
Yes.
So that's it. Be courageous, be faithful, and don't stop dreaming.
So step up, be courageous, have faith, and dare to dream. Thank you for that. Niña.
For me, what I would just like to say, especially for those who are planning to be here in Silliman, number one is that you really have to admit to yourself that it's really what you want. It's really the course that you want, it's the dream that you want, it's really the goals that you want to have in life, because that's the first step, admitting to yourself na mugun akong ganahan, and do not be shameful in pursuing that. And once you've reached that, for me, once I had the scholarship, the second thing is that you wouldn't be here if you weren't capable. Because for most of the time, you're gonna be doubtful about yourself. You're gonna doubt yourself na makaya ba na ako akong challenges na ma-face there sa Silliman. You wouldn't be here if you weren't capable. So, trust in yourself, trust in God who placed you here. There's a purpose, there's a mission for you to accomplish here, and believe in that. And just like me, just like Dainelle, just like all the scholars, there's really nothing you can do, there's nothing you can accomplish as long as you believe in yourself and with God.
Yeah. Trust is a big word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once again, dagan kayong salamat, Niña, Dan. Congratulations and God bless you. Right?
Thank you, sir.
And of course, to our televiewers who are watching right now, dagan kayong salamat. Of course, to our Facebook followers and YouTube subscribers, diba? Have courage, have faith, stay hopeful.
And trust in yourself and trust in the Lord and dare to dream.
Dare to dream. And of course, we look forward to be with you again next week. To God be the glory. Hello there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Congratulations to all our graduates this year. Mabuhay kayong lahat. And of course, mabuhay din na naming Facebook page. Kaya support na kayo. Like, comment, and share your favorite episodes. And we also have a YouTube channel. That's #Silliman. Don't forget to click the notification bell for you to be updated with our recent posts. See you there.
And catch us at Field Products Channel 6 every Monday at 8 p.m. Replays will be shown every Tuesday before the noontime news and every Saturday after the noontime news. This has been Ronelyn paid by Vailoces-No.
And Joshua Soldivillo. Kita-kits next week, only here on
#Silliman!
Congratulations, class of 2024.